Welcome back to Alberta, Canada. We're returning with the inline muzzleloader 50 cal, but we're also going to be bringing out a special rifle for something very specific that I found yesterday. Now he took a couple steps forward, but he's going to stop right there. So at this distance, we're going to be able to hold right for the heart with the bottom of the crosshair at 160. But there's also a huge black bear out there that I do want to get as well. So hopefully he doesn't go too far after this one. The shot looked good. And it was. Wow, he ran a long ways before the percentage started dropping, but he is down to 25%, and he's not going to go far after that. The best part is our big bear didn't even spook. The shot was so far. And plus it's snowing, so it's making some pretty good background noise. Not only that, look at this scenery here. We got an incredible sunrise coming up. It's all bright orange with white. Wow, that's cool. Alright, so again, we should be able to hold pretty much the same spot for roughly 260 yards. Although he's quartered directly at us here. So that's going to be a bit more difficult. And that means we're going to have to hold tight until we get a better angle for the shot. Yeah, I haven't checked this spot in quite a while. And if you look at the map, it's over here on the bottom of this mountain by Lac de Loup. And we have a tent set up right here, which overlooks this lake. We've been checking it out for bighorn lately, but I forgot. In the very beginning, we took down two huge Manitoban bull elk here. Both with the bow down there on the bottom of this lake. So yeah, I wanted to check it out today, and it's a good thing we did because we got ourselves a really good bull down. And now we do have a broadside shot here at 277 on this bear. We're gonna hold for the heart, and we actually dropped too low. And just over here lays our beautiful Manitoban bull. He's about a 340 bull, so definitely a good one. It's going to be a 361.55, and we did get a perfect long shot at 281 yards. Looks like it was going right for the heart, but just couldn't quite make it there. Nonetheless, that is a very impressive bull elk down. Alright, so we just arrived at this next lake here, and I spotted this bull, which is pretty impressive for a level 3. But then, just over the horizon, we spotted this absolute giant bull. 329 minimum to 418. That right there is about a 360-inch bull. Now, he's only 100 yards away from us, so he's well within range, but he's angled so far away that it's going to be extremely difficult to get a vital hit from here. Although we're going to have to try and make something happen from right here. I think we should be able to pull this off. That's it. We can't go any more than that right there. So should have for surely got one long. And let's see what happens. Alright, he's going to run across this ice. And my God, this bull is still going. And we're not even close to finding it yet. I honestly would have said that we got an intestine hit based off of the fact that it ran this far. But right now we're on a good 250 yards of tracking this bull. And he's still at 50% health. More blood there. And there's our bull, finally. I would say he easily ran 350 yards. Easily. Now, he was kind of a giant, so I guess we forgot to factor that into that, but it's going to be a 345. I figured he'd be like a 360, but I mean, still, he's a good bull. Easily cleared the gold mark by at least 25 points. But a perfect long shot, quartered away at 90 yards, and yeah, I mean, we really couldn't do much more than what we did there. That's kind of all we had to work with. And tucked it right behind the front shoulder and got a single lung on this bull. Oh my God, I saw this bull from so far away And I knew he was definitely a 400-inch bull. Well, as you look, you can see just the massive rack on that bull. Holy, that thing's a giant. There's a couple more over there as well as a black bear. But this bull is something else. He's got so much mass and an incredible amount of main beams on him. He's out there at 180 yards. This is going to be our biggest bull with the muzzleloader. And I think we just smoked him. Yes, we did. Holy, look at that thing. He is not going far. He is not going far. Now, yesterday, we actually found a spot where there was a giant dime potential pronghorn antelope. And well, we can't quite use this muzzleloader on the pronghorn because it's a little bit too OP. However, we decided to go back and grab the original muzzleloader, which has the round balls in it. And that we can use for the pronghorn. So we're going to be using this. It's going to be quite interesting. And if we can get within 100 yards, then we're going to be using this. We're talking open sights. But here's our bull. Looks like he ran right up through here. Oh my god, he didn't go anywhere. It's amazing the difference a double lung shot does compared to a single lung. The single lung shot, we tracked that bull for almost 300 yards before, that 345 bull. This bull was double lunged, twice as big, and he only went maybe 50 yards tops. 414.9. That is our biggest Manitoban bull elk so far. Oh my god, that thing is a giant. Wait a second. We only got a single lung on this shot. So then how did this bull only go 50 yards if we took a 180 yard shot versus the other bull that we shot at 80 yards and it ran almost 300 yards, plus this bull is way bigger? Perfect shot. Absolutely beautiful shot placement on that bull. Oh, and he's got the really cool snow on his back. That is awesome. We haven't gotten a bull this big with snow on him yet, so that's going to be one for the books right there. Whoa, we fast traveled to this tent and we got a bison right on top of us here. My god. Oh, we just smoked him. We'll throw another one in just in case. He is not going. Oh, he's still running. But he just piled over right there, finally. And I also realized that he literally piled up inside of the tent. What the heck just happened? How's that even possible? Like, how the heck is that even possible? Oh my god, that's crazy. He's inside of the tent. I mean, I've seen him get close to the tent, but this bison is legitly halfway inside of the tent. Unbelievable. Well, I guess we'll pick him up. Double lung was the first shot at 13 yards, and it's going to be a gold as well. 133. Just missed the heart. Technically, it looks like we actually did hit the heart there, if you look closely. For surely with a broadhead, we would have definitely hit the heart. But then, ooh, this is a very unique bull too. Look at his horn. The one goes straight out and then up. The other one, pretty much like straight and then down. So a very unique looking bull. But besides the fact this thing attacked us, and we took a follow-up shot at 10 yards and connected on the liver. I was not planning on that happening. Not even the slightest bit. But I do want to go over here and hope that we can find this giant pronghorn. Also, we gotta remember to make sure that we use the right muzzleloader. So if we switch this to slot 1, that means we'll have our round ball in slot 1, which we haven't used in a good while, so hopefully we're ready for it. Class 3 and the pronghorn are class 3 animals, so pretty awesome. Come on, there's gotta be a sign of them. You can't not be here. That doesn't even make sense. You're telling me we came all the way over here and these pronghorn are nowhere to be found? Well, I guess we gotta come in from a different angle. Or something. there's some pronghorn, but that's a completely different herd. Decent, real decent 4. Real decent 4. But, hold on. Yeah, that 4 is a real decent 4. I would honestly say that this 4 is roughly the same size as this 3. And I'd probably be right. So we're going to go for a shot on this one at 180 yards. I have no clue where to hold. But apparently that's pretty good. Yeah, that's a pretty good spot there. Hold up. What is with all these pronghorn taking off here? I don't know. It seemed like 6 pronghorn just took off after we took that shot. And one of them could have been our giant 4. Could have. But either way, we're going to have to come back here eventually and try and find them from a different angle. That was cool. I wasn't expecting to drop him with this thing. That was definitely pretty cool. And it appears to maybe be a vital hit. It's tough to tell from this angle. Maybe a vital hit. Are you kidding me? That's a heart shot. 190 yard heart shot. So according to this, we had a good 8 inches of drop at 190. We're zeroed for 100, so that makes sense. About an inch per every 10 yards there. 87.83. Yeah, it was a good one. A real good one. And it's a gold. But from the angle that we had there, we couldn't have made a more perfect shot. We really couldn't have. Lung and heart at almost 200 yards with the round balls. A very good pronghorn. Very good. Now, the one that we're after has a minimum estimate of 99. 99 minimum is the estimate on that thing. So we have to find him. We absolutely have to find him. Oh my god, you guys. We just found him and he got bigger. He literally has a minimum estimate of 101 to 114. That thing is giant. Okay, we have a perfect wind, but we can't really see very good, so we have to ease our way a little bit closer. And I'm thinking maybe we could prone up on that fallen tree right there to potentially be able to take them. Oh, there he is. Oh, wow, that thing is massive. All right, so if we can make it to this fallen tree here, we should be in a pretty good position to be able to take the shot from right there. And not only that, we might be able to take him open sights, depending on how close he is. And it looks like we're going to be able to climb up this log. And there is our giant pronghorn. Less than 80 yards away. Right there. Look at the size of the horns on that thing. Oh my god. So the one in the back. Wait a second. No. You're kidding me. There's 2 giants. The one in the back is the one that I saw before. But the one in the front is absolutely massive. And he's even bigger. They're both max weight and max scoring estimate. However, this one in the front has so much mass, it's not even funny. Well, all we gotta do now is wait for the perfect moment. But that's the one that we want. Right there. That is definitely the one that we want. Oh my god, is that thing giant. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is that thing moving? Wait. Now, we gotta make a decision as to which one is the biggest one. So, if you look closely on this one here, it looks like the forks kind of are not that pronounced. Versus this one, the forks are quite impressive. And it seems like this one for surely has more mass. than this one. But I've honestly never been in such a predicament where I couldn't tell which one was bigger. It's weird because it's not a bad problem to be in, but it kind of is. Since the fact that we only have one shot. And we gotta make a count on the right one. That being the biggest pronghorn buck. It's tough to pass this one up with this estimate. But it just seems like this one's even bigger. And he's only 60 yards away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this one right in front of us here. But we're gonna wait until he gives us a broadside shot. There he is, right there. Oh my god. I mean, Texas heart shot? That could work. That honestly could work. But it's just too risky. We really got to get him to square up. No way. He just laid down. How incredible is that? Oh my god, that's cool. Wow. Well, it looks like this guy got a little bit... Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. Come on, turn back, turn back. Turn back, big fella. This guy is anxious. We may have to get a little bit closer. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, for sure. The one on the right is way bigger. Not even a question in my mind. Oh. We just smoked him. Oh my god, that thing's giant. We finally got him to stand up, and all of a sudden he started trotting after the other one. We were able to get him to stop for a couple seconds, held it right on the front shoulder, and just squeezed the trigger. He went straight down. It was an incredible shot. And this thing is a giant. Oh my god, is that a huge pronghorn. I don't even know what his estimate would be. Like, I couldn't even give him a rough estimate. He's over 100, I would say. Yes! Yes! That's what I'm talking about! Oh my god, is that thing huge! 111.13! Oh my god, I knew that was the big one. Yep. There it is. There it is right there. 111.13. Huge diamond pronghorn antelope with the 50 caliber round ball muzzleloader. I didn't even want to take an estimate. I was gonna say maybe like 105, but then again I didn't want to say anything. And 105. This thing cleared it by 5 points. Oh my god. 111. I knew these horns were massive. And there was our shot. Almost got him a little too far forward there. But still, absolutely smoked him. Wow. Now, that makes me wonder what the other one would score. Like, how big do you think the other one is? If the other one had a minimum estimate of 101, it's probably going to score like 103. Or maybe it could be another diamond too. Who knows? All I do know is that this thing is incredible. And he is for surely getting mounted and going straight to our trophy lodge. I believe this is our second diamond on the new map of Alberta. And what a diamond indeed. Holy, unbelievable. He almost got away too. He was smart, and I kind of figured there was a reason he was that smart. He did not want to stand up and give us a broadside shot. It was always directly away or straight at us. And then finally we got his attention and he trotted away, but then we got up and stopped right in an opening. We held it right there and smoked him. Wow. Yep, getting him mounted for sure. For sure. Oh my god. I can't even believe it. We almost didn't get him. Alright, let's reload and try and find the other one. Holy. Oh my god, I found him. He's way over there on the backside of that ridge, right behind these bison. That's kind of the only obstacle, is that we have all these bison in the way in order to get to him. So we're gonna have to be careful and move slowly. Extremely cautiously through these trees. Alright, now we're well within range. I would say we should be, yeah, 160. Now, we took a shot at 180 before, and we did get about 8 inches of drop, so we'll for surely have to factor that in. If we get to 150, we'll just hold for top of the lung. Ideally, I'd like to get under 100, but don't know if that's going to be possible with this wind. Ooh, this wind is not too pretty. Let's see. Oh, God. There he is. He's 120 yards away right there. Dropped him. We dropped him. Let's go get him. Did we double up on diamonds is the question. I don't know. I don't think this is quite as big as the last one, but it's gonna be close. Real close. Alright. Here he lays. Again, it's so tough to see the blood when they go down like that, but it's gonna be a 101.7 gold. Holy, huge difference. Huge difference in the scores on these two. Still a giant 101, except for the fact that 101 is the minimum estimate on this thing, and it scored 101.73, a super cool pronghorn buck nonetheless. But we pulled off a 110 yard double lung shot with the 50 cal muzzleloader and the round balls as well. This thing has some super tall horns, but they just don't have the kind of splits as prominent as the other diamond did. He weighed 128 pounds, which was another monster. And let's take a better look at this thing. He's got some really cool texture and detail in his horns there, but wow. That is still one heck of an epic double of two monster pronghorn bucks. And one happened to be a giant diamond. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Wow, patience definitely paid off on this one. Welcome back to Alberta, Canada. We're returning with the inline muzzleloader 50 cal, but we're also going to be bringing out a special rifle for something very specific that I found yesterday.